So we all heard about the situation and reported on the situation going on with Cameron and Mase, and they're going back and forth with Jay Prince Sr. because they had the audacity to criticize Shakur Stevenson, who everybody was criticizing. He's that guy that like to throw punches and then run because he doesn't want to get hit, but he's not exciting. In his hometown, his own fans in his own hometown was walking out. Other boxers commented on it. But when Cameron and Mase on their platform voiced their opinion, Shakur Stevenson had something to say, and he was very upset. He went back and forth on Twitter for like 2 hours, just getting at Cameron and Mase. So Cameron and Mase came back and got at him, and was basically voicing their opinion. But then Jay Prince Jr. got in, and he liked to talk and threw in a lot of his threatening messages and all kinds of stuff, right? But his son also now is double down and speaking. But before we get to his son, let's roll back a little bit and let's look at what Jay Prince Jr. said, basically going after Cameron and Mase. And he said, numbers don't lie, haters do. Let the haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year and the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all you haters who want to escalate the hate outside the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all his bets. So he wanted to throw like a threatening message towards Cameron and Mase, and Cameron and Mase wasn't having none of that. They took to their platform the next day and got right at the OG, and they said this.
Allow, Lord. We got the right to have our opinion, and I say that with all due respect, but just keep it where it is, man. Let humor be humor. Let everybody say what they got to say. You don't like what we said, box better.
We gave our opinion of the fight. We said that it was boring. All of us said it was boring. It's 100 saying it's boring. But because I go viral, just think that they could keep talking to us. Hey, yo, my man, listen, James. Mase said it exactly. You 60. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard this. The first time Drake got into some and I hear you say to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, man? You bugging, James. You bugging, man. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about, all that other slang then. Bet it. Whatever bet you talking about, bet it.
Take all his fades and take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring. All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. We not your little like the way you talking. I don't get what you mean. We're not your little. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little have big homies. We're not little, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. You would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. He didn't say nothing to Wack. Like, it's like, so when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street being selective. Mm-hmm. They got selections of who they think they're going to get tough with. So I feel there's a must for me to say something.
He did say something back to Wack, but Wack said some of the most disrespectful I ever heard. Yeah. I've been doing this 27 years. It was wild. It's so disrespectful, I'm not going to repeat it.
And see, me as an OG, I've been saying the worst thing that Jay Prince Sr. did was start running his mouth on social media. Because now he's lost that whatever lore he had to have people either afraid of him or wanting to be down with him and to follow and listen to what he says. He fails to realize that there's a changing of the guard. There's a younger generation. They don't care nothing about that OG stuff and what you did in the past and how you intimidated people. Them days is over. We're in the era of social media and people, nobody respects anything no more. The lines are blurred. The lines are blurred. So the days of you trying to use your muscle to muscle in on people, man, listen, them days is far gone. And then you got your son. Now you have your son, Junior, basically trying to carry on your legacy. And the thing is, when you run your mouth online, J. Prince Sr., you put your son in danger. Because the streets know, the wolves out here know, he ain't grow up like we did. He ain't grow up like you and your brother did, Jay. But he out here running his mouth, trying to be a gangster. He not carrying on business like his brothers. He running his mouth. He trying to be something that he ain't. And the wolves is licking their chops like this dude is food. You can look at him in the way he talk. You know he ain't that. We know he ain't like that. But you put your son in harm's way because you don't tell your son to shut up. You let him carry on the way he carrying on. You already had a nephew that was found dead in the garage. We already know that. But let's listen to what the stupid stuff that your son say. Listen to how he talk, and then we'll come right back.
You be fucking me up, right? Because you try to glorify bullshit. Like you just try to glorify soft shit. You try to glorify niggas that ain't that. It is flaw. We know when it's flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when the flaw. Like we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. We understand what a weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify the now. We gonna sit and have conversations about niggas as strong as us. We don't have conversations about niggas as weak as hell.
So Jay Prince Jr. is basically implying that Cameron and Mase is weak, and they're not going to take their time to be going back and forth with people that's not strong enough, that's not weak. But this is like selective anger, because when their artist Drake, who they discovered, Drake, right, was going back and forth with Kendrick. They didn't say anything. They didn't get involved because, and he don't never talk about the West Coast business because he don't want to smoke with the West Coast. So he figured he could talk that smoke to the East Coast because they not clicked up or ganged up like that to really defend themselves. But no, the thing is he's wrong because the thing is all of New York is backing Cameron and Mase, and Cameron and Mase got the platform to go after them in a manner in which they can because they got the public sentiment. People, the thing is, Jay Prince is losing his respect because he's talking too damn much. But then Wack 100 just been laying him out, being super disrespectful, responding to him, getting at him, and he responded in the past and destroyed Jay Prince. But then he also responded to this beef now and explained the situation with Cameron and Mase. Check this out.
Me, Jay Prince got the popularity vote. With Cam and Mase, he don't got the popularity vote. And Mase is arrogant, Cam is arrogant. So you started it, what you gonna do? And they didn't say what they said, so let's see where it go.
Yeah, they
If I
definitely
know
shouted
Jay
you out,
Prince,
Wack.
he gonna get on the phone and wanna have a conversation. That's all he do. He just like to and make it look like that's why I wasn't doing that with him. He tried to do the same shit. Nah, we ain't doing that because that's what you do. And then you try to make it look like, you know, you to this and you to that. We ain't doing that.
Facts. Hey, did you hear the audio though? Them reference you. Cam and Mase reference you. Reference your little that you had with Jay Prince.
They probably talked about me, NBA. They probably talked about why you ain't say nothing to Top Dog them. You know what I mean? I can only imagine.
That's definitely what they said. That's definitely what they said, bro.
But see, why did they even go at them? Like, what you tripping over? You tripping over a fighter, right? I'm pretty sure all Mason and did their little commentary on it.
All they said was the same shit that every motherfucking sports commentator been saying. That the Shakur Stevenson, his fights is boring.
That Mason said, we don't got no big homie.
Oh God.
Yo, he picked the right two. What he don't know is Cam let Mace control it. So that means he got the right, listen, he got the popularity vote over me.
What up?
But he ain't got that over there right there. I want to see, because New York was siding with old Jay Prince. I want to see what New York got to say about it. I don't know why he went. He must have forgot who them two is. That nigga Mace is the asshole of assholes. He's going to make you And Cam don't give. Yeah, all I know is this. He's showing the signs. See, he used to get away with this back in the day because people would get on the phone and say, "Amen, amen, amen." No, this ain't Mase them of the early '90s. This ain't them. They ain't getting on the phone saying them did they little sports. They wasn't disrespectful. It was what it was, and you tried to get on there and say, "And I handle all this outside business too," like them was supposed to tuck their tail. And here go the thing for a who'd have been Rico'd, who'd have been popped with 50 keys and all kind of shit, and this shit going on down there, still ongoing investigations. This real loose with his mouth with this topic, bro.
Why do you think Jay Prince feel he could speak on everybody's business except the West Coast?
Nah, he ain't gonna with that.
No, I know he ain't. I know he don't speak up on West Coast business.
He ain't
Why?
gonna with that.
But what makes our politics different from all these other coasts that he's willing to speak up
His
on?
son been robbed 5 times out here.
Okay, there you
It's a
go.
fact. And he got to he can call us, call Big U, call the Blackstones, to try to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He know, you got to remember, they can skate around that South because, the GD or the BD, whatever one they associate with, they got their presence over there. That shit don't work over here. We don't give a fuck about none of that kind of shit over here. It's Crippin' and Blood and Southside and Power Road and just the basic hustlers. Cause we got some real hustlers don't fall up under no flag that's gonna get with the shit, right? So he know that you can't make them call. He tried to make a call on me out there, and the homie said, "I hear you." He said, "Let me tell you how I met Wack on the level 3 yard, 1996. I was 2 weeks to the house. Owed me a debt, wasn't paying me. I was finna go blast him. He said, G homie, I can't let you do that." And he took that for me. He said, "So if you calling me about my homeboy, I know him from Compton, he from Pacoima, but this what you better know, this Pond Road." And got off that jack. And that little he got represent Rap-A-Lot West or whatever. He calling them, they calling me. Call, what you wants to do, Wack? He don't understand the part that I told him, like, bro, stop playing on that phone before I start playing with your real life. Stop playing on that phone, bro. Stop playing on that phone.
Yeah.
None of them in this bloodline outside of his brother is that. His kids ain't that, and they some good little dudes. You know what I'm saying? Especially that one Josh Prince and the little light skin, good little dude. They had on their business, don't fuck with nobody, none of that shit. Right? The other nigga a little weird. He got rape cases, all kind of weird shit. He be trying to play tough and he ain't tough. You know what I'm saying? But he need to really kick back, bro. Because that Cam and Mase, they gonna give him the attention he looking for. They don't give. But I tell you what, he got the right too. And New York gonna stand with them. They ain't going for none of that. That ain't no hocus 450 going on with
You
that.
see how quick them responded, bro?
They got to realize that we're in a new world, man. And don't nobody care nothing about the bully, the gooch, the big bully on the block that can intimidate people, make phone calls, and move stuff around. Nah, people got their own hoods, their own sets, their own everything. They don't care nothing about that, man. And the thing is, he's supposed to just be an OG, man, a guy that's known for being successful, putting in work, and doing all the things that he do. But instead, he online running his mouth, man. And why I wouldn't even like you made so much money and was so successful. Why would you even have your son online carrying on like this, putting your son at risk, knowing that they just kill for anything? They kill for clicks now. They'll kill your son just because. Just because. But you on here talking some mob ties and you done made all the money. You don't have to be mob ties no more. Your son should be successful multi-millionaire attorneys and real estate developers. That's what they should be. Mob ties. Man, you ran the '80s, doing shows with the Ghetto Boys and all kinds of rinky dinky clubs and doing the things that you can do to build up your cachet, to build up Rap-A-Lot, and you got your sons talking mob ties. Yeah, you are a failure. You did fail, and it's just sad, man. It's sad. Your son Junior should be doing something totally different than calling himself mob ties. And you online telling dudes you out of the ring, you take all his fades and all his bets. Man, you sound like the police, man. This is stupid. But I'm gonna cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, man. Remember, I love y'all. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.